My name is Sean Schwartz. I have Asperger's and Tourette syndrome and ADHD. I've been diagnosed with a list as long as my arm. Most of the stuff that I was diagnosed with while I was a child, I was on massive quantities of drugs. They give you a few pills, and then there's side effects, so they give you pills for the side effects. They give you more side effects, so they give you more pills to give you more side effects. Then they diagnose you for your side effects. You know, the only times I've ever had full-on hallucinations were on government medications. One time I hallucinated that now mind you, the garbage can was probably full, and I threw a piece of paper, and the piece of paper came out of the garbage can and rolled across the floor. Now, chances are pretty good that it bounced off of the pile and rolled across the floor, or bounced off the wall that was behind the garbage can and rolled across the floor. But at that point in time, I mean, they had me on so many drugs that nothing was visually correct. Nothing was correct audio. Nothing felt right. Everything was like a cold numb. That was at Mount St. Vincent's home in Denver. The only other time that I ever had a full-on hallucination, I was in a Vista hospital after attempting to commit suicide from all of the abuse, all of the threats, all the assaults, and the way that I was being treated by the police and the media and the public for trying to get help. And they injected me with ketamine. They told me that I was there of my own free will, and I told them, well, if I'm here of my own free will, I'm leaving. I'd been trying to get a police officer there since they'd gotten me to the hospital. They wouldn't do it. I tried calling 911. They took my phone away and told me that it's a felony to call 911 from inside of a hospital. I needed a fucking cop. God damn it, I needed a fucking cop. Every step of the way, I needed a fucking cop. Not to lock me up, but to look at what was doing to me. After having my name thrown out on the media like that, do you think I was treated like a person? Did you think that groups of people were lifting me up on their shoulders like I'm Rudy in a goddamn football movie? No! I had to deal with vigilanteism! And the cops would do nothing! The cops took part in it! That's why we have a court system. We have a court system, and the police have a specific place in that system. But that system, the entire system, is broken when police are all vigilantes. Oh, she's a pretty girl. She said something about a male. It must be true. Let's punish him. You don't stop. Time out. Instead of punishing that man immediately, which all of these officers did, all of these officers turning off their body cameras, lying to me repeatedly, telling me that they're taking me somewhere where I can make a report. It's because of that fucking treatment that I am suicidal. It is because of that treatment in specific When they assume and decide that they're going to be vigilantes and they're going to break the law. Oh, it's okay if I don't tell Sean what my name is. It's okay if we prevent Sean from having a pen. It's all right if we manhandle him and hurt him intentionally. Because we assume that he killed somebody. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't molest anyone. I didn't rape anyone. And I didn't stalk anyone. I harassed them to tell the truth because the police would not listen to me. No matter what, I am the one who has a penis. And you see how easily all of these women that I had to go to for help, who promised me that they would help me, I went to them despite a history of them using and abusing me. Why? Because I was desperate. Candace was out of my life. Jerry was out of my life. Jenny was out of my life. Lana was out of my life. Amanda was out of my life. Tyler was out of my life. Donnie was out of my life. Uncle Mike was out of my life. Kendall was out of my life. And Kendall never did me wrong. Neither did Uncle Mike. When I was in Virginia, and those people threw me away like I was garbage, I blocked everyone who was associated with them for a reason. Because women, in many cases, will use their friends to get around and to stalk you and to peek on your stuff. To literally stalk you and work themselves up into a fucking frenzy, especially when they're on fucking drugs like Natalie was. I proved that the shit that Natalie said about me was slander. I proved that the things that I said about Natalie that she was calling slander were the truth. Those people should have spoken up in court. All of those people, all of them, knew what Ted did to Natalie. Her mother knew that Ted raped her. Her sister knew that Ted raped her. Her aunts and uncles knew that Ted raped her. Bobby Forrest knew that he raped her. Samantha Danielle knew that he raped her. All of these people knew. All of these people knew that he had these girls selling drugs at 13 years of age. I didn't find that out until Natalie sent me an email saying that he had her selling drugs down there. Bobby knew before that. Samantha Danielle knew before that. They both knew while she was still a child. And their conversations are recorded on my YouTube. Yes, they admitted that they knew when these two young women were children. And they did nothing. All these reasons that you say, oh, well, this is the reason that women are afraid to come forward. Men are afraid to come forward for those same reasons, and I am fucking trying, but at the same time, I'm getting treated like a man. Before you talk about wanting equality, you take it from my side. You try just a fucking week in my goddamn shoes. No matter what. The courts are going to victimize me, no matter what. And they're going to use the court dates that I was victimized in previously as their excuse to do so. I was prevented from going to court because I was in jail. And then I had warrants out for my arrest and failures to appear because of that. And then that very same jail, they used the fact that I was in their jail to prevent me from going to court dates where I was charged with failure to appear, which you literally cannot be charged with if you are in jail. I did not choose that. I was desperate because everybody in my life wants to treat me like a man. A man just has to take it no matter what. No matter what the disabilities that he has to go through. You want equality? Then you need to fucking fess up to your own bullshit. Jamie Lee fucking Curtis, the shit you fucking pulled, guess what? I have evidence from James. I have evidence from you. And I have evidence from your own son. Don't fucking pull this bullshit with me. You know goddamn well I'm smarter than you, Jamie. And no matter what type of manipulation you pull from here on in, I've already got the evidence, Jamie. I already have it. There is no further need for your cruelty. Same thing goes for you, Alicia. Same thing goes for you, Maddie. And same thing goes for every one of you son of a bitches who fucking kicked me while I was down, who victimized me for screaming literally at the top of my lungs for help. When I say kill me, it's because I have done everything that I can to try to explain to you I need help. This is the help I need. To make these phone calls, to go through this evidence, to teach me how to use the goddamn computer, for Christ's fucking sake. You have any idea how difficult it is to do these things while you are still being victimized? I'm trying to get the police to take reports about shit that happened last week. And last month, and last year, for the last 4 years. 4 years worth of it!